And we're live. One sec, I completely forgot I was in voice activity for Discord, but we're good. We're live.
Ooh! Look at that! Look at that shiny.
Wait, these are the wrong episodes.
Yeah, it's fine. But look at that shiny
clean
out.
UI.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, and look at Fireman right there on my shoulder. It's so good.
There we go.
That's cool. Good work, Yukki.
If only I can get the moving background.
That would because I'm a
rip game files for that.
Yeah, we ripped the game. Yeah, that's what that pretty much all of this is. I have all the files, just not the moving background. They did some
cool.
weird shit.
They probably have it like actively animating like fucking as you have the thing. So like there's not like a pre-made thing to animate it or something.
Yeah, they couldn't toss me a bone like the Zero collection where it's just, hey, here's just an MP4, take it.
If only, right? It's fine. Maybe we can toss together a simple scrolling background or something like we have on Milmic. That could work.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to NT Warrior.
Welcome to the Program Advanced Podcast. I'm so glad you got yourselves here.
I'm gonna kill you.
To skibbity hang out with us today.
I'm gonna fucking leave the podcast just like bio now. Bye everybody. This is my last episode.
I'm out.
No, wait, you can't leave.
Welcome to the finale of the podcast. It's only double.
All right. Yeah, so we got some interesting episodes today to go through.
Sure is the end of the filler for the season.
It sure is, yeah. Well, thank God.
Silly. We still got one more forced set of episodes for filler after the finale.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah,
God
next week is the actual finale. It's actually
you're right.
pretty good.
They have to eventually introduce fucking Chisao, don't they?
Yep. And then the last 4 episodes is, hey, we accidentally paid for 4 more episodes than we needed. Here, I guess.
That's wild. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it because I know that Yuki's got to work and I gotta obviously take my kid to gymnastics like always. So, episode 41 is "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and it starts off with Princess Pride working in her lavish estate or whatever. And she is pining after a child, right? Which is weird.
Weird, yeah.
So she misses Lan, and then finds that her country is under attack. Nightman is gone, and she doesn't know what's going on. So she calls Lan, and it's discovered that Nightman has been hacked or possessed or whatever, right?
So I'm sorry, just as a quick aside, you just completely fucked with me for a minute. I was like, this episode's called Nightman's Betrayal, and I forgot. Oh, yeah, right, the English dub fucked the titles up and
it
gave this one up. Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which never aired in English.
It's so dumb. Okay, yeah, so this is actually Nightman's Betrayal.
Oh, God, these fucking episodes are gonna kill me.
Yeah,
We're never covering this fucking sub-only episode.
And that's why we don't do the comparison between English dub and sub anymore, because they kept fucking the episodes.
They kept fucking the episodes. So they bring Lan and the gang over to Brightland on a private chartered plane, and Rush. I forgot. You know, if you weren't here for the last episode, Rush is actually a physical entity in the real world now.
Yeah, he's a physical hologram.
Yeah, fuck. So he orders a steak, which obviously he's a dog. That makes sense. But then Yai steals the steak from the dog. And my question is, Yai, how heartless and devoid of happiness are you in your life where you steal food from a pet?
It's less
What
that she stole it from him and more that she ordered it, and he assumed it was for him because he's a silly dog.
Yeah, but he
No.
deserves the steak.
No, he deserves the steak.
Also-
Yai does
Also, the
not.
fucking person just put it in front of him for no fucking reason. Like, oh yeah, surely the dog ordered this food.
And not the 7-year-old girl, yeah. Okay, so they arrive and they get ushered to Brightland by the princess's Secret Service elite beat agents or whatever. And immediately Princess, I almost called her Princess Peach, Princess Pride lavishes some love on Lan and makes Mail jealous of the princess,
One sec, I have one important screenshot from last night's viewing.
which I gotta say, Mail, I'm sorry, but Princess Pride is a princess, so sucks to be you. Where's this image?
There we go.
For some reason my stream paused, which is weird. Yeah, there. Oh yeah, I saw that tweet last night. And
I'm not wrong, all right?
So here's the thing. I saw that tweet last night, but I was on data, and so the image didn't load immediately. But when I saw that phrase, I knew immediately, oh, he's watching the Brightland episode. And then as soon as the image loaded, I was like, yep. So, the excuse me, while they're sitting there like goofing around and talking and whatever, right? Brightland's firewall comes under attack. Now, this is where I have a problem with like this show. So, one of my many problems. They say the firewall's under attack, and Dex, who is a net battler, right? He spends his life online, fucking around with code and net navis and customizing his dumb fucking Digimon or whatever. Like, he asks the question, what's a firewall? And it's like, what the fuck is your problem? How do you not know what a firewall is and you spend your entire life online?
And doing custom code for your Navi to make them stronger.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. But it doesn't matter because we are immediately introduced to Napalm Man, the coolest net Navi in the history of the franchise. No, you're excused.
Multanic Man.
Oh God, I'm sorry. That's right. Can't call him Napalm Man because that has negative connotations in the West. Despite the fact that he's a net Navi that fires napalm. But yeah, they called him Multanic Man.
Yeah, he fires his Multanic fire blasts over and over.
It's so dumb. Okay, I have a question. I know we see Napalm Man later in the show, like, what, 2 seasons ahead?
Yep.
Do they call him Napalm Man, or is he still Multanic Man?
Well, he's Napalm Man because it's Japanese only.
Oh, that's right. They didn't do the dub for the... Okay, good. Thank God.
The closest thing we get is unused voice clips in Double Team DS where they attempted to use his dub name there.
That's funny. Okay, so Napalm Man attacks... I'm not calling him Multanic Man. Napalm Man attacks Nightman and loses, which is bullshit because, I mean, come on. It's Napalm Man. He's so cool. So cool, right? How would he lose to fucking Nightman of all people? Megaman jumps in, swaps to Heat Gut style, Guts Punch, beats Nightman, and I'm
gonna save this for later.
Save what for later?
Look at Discord.
Oh God.
Yeah. So when we get to that episode, look forward to a future edit by our buddy Shorah.
Yeah, I'm so sad. Mega Man defeats Nightman, and it's slowly revealed, right, to the audience, but not to Lan and the gang, that Napalm Man is a villain, which is wild to me. So Napalm Man invites Mega Man to go out on patrol to find out what's going on, and here's the backstory for Napalm Man. Napalm Man was found floating in cyberspace by Nightman, and they took him in and made him one of the princess's guard. Now, you tell me, right? If net Navis need a net operator normally, right? Typically. And the only time in this series that it has been shown that net navis without a net operator exist, that they are evil, like, the N1GP, which was broadcast to
millions of people.
Wouldn't this raise like a red flag with your private country elite net, security team at all?
You sure would fucking think, right?
Right.
Yeah, we gotta have the plot rolling. They gotta be stupid.
Yeah, but nope. They bring him in, and he is immediately promoted to one of the princess's elite net navi like cyber guards, which is so stupid. Okay, so Yai goes looking while they're doing their patrol thing because she's interested in castles or whatever. She gets lost, and guess what? She needs to use the fucking bathroom because that's her entire gimmick in this show is she has to go pee all the fucking time. So she finds a panel and she jacks Glide in to find a bathroom. And almost immediately Glide gets possessed by Napalm Man. So Glide goes undercover and disables the power. And Megaman and the team discover him. They're about to fight. And then Yai loads an Iron Ball chip and drops it right on Glide's head.
Which
I didn't.
She just fucking kills him.
Yeah.
Normally, if you just load in a battle chip, it would appear in front of them. Not, hey, it's just gonna do it off screen.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, there's no way to like change where the chip loads the object in. It's gonna load the object in front of you. But hey, whatever. Yai wants to kill her net Navi. It's not
she
my
can buy a
problem.
new one.
Glide deserves to die.
Yeah, both of these statements are true. Wow. Okay, so Napalm Man takes out the firewall, and it turns out that he's a commander of Grave and Darkland, hated rival of Brightland. I hate this show. I hate this show.
I need to check what the fuck Darkland is in Japanese.
I bet you it's probably Darkland, but in Romanji. In fact, now
you say
now
that Dakurando.
No, don't. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Woo! I'm always right, baby. Okay, so Napalm Man works for Darkland. Mega Man style changes to Elec style, so this is the first episode where we get 2 style changes, and they're different style changes as well, which is kind of cool, I guess. Whatever.
They had it in the budget. They had to squeeze in.
They had it in the budget. Yeah,
they had heat in the budget with the other one. They can do something for once.
Well, when your budget consists of just reusing the same animation that you've used in every other episode, and then
they got another paycheck and they blew it on some new animation. That's what's going on.
Yeah, the bullet for the racing episode.
So Mega Man neutralizes Napalm Man's fire boomer. I hate this show. And that is the only attack Napalm Man knows for the rest of the show, really, I think. Like, he uses fire boomer, and I think he even says multiple fire boomer or whatever.
That's pretty much it. He's just constantly firing these bombs at people, and that's pretty much all he has. Because hey, who would have thought the guy who has a gun for arm can only shoot bomb?
Right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm recovering from an illness, so I'm coughing a lot to try and sound normal for a change. Yeah. So Nightman comes back from the dead or whatever, douses the flames, and gives extension chip to Mega Man, allowing him to use the move is called Electric Royal Wrecking Ball, which is dumb, and he uses it to delete Napalm Man, which is also dumb. And then this episode sucks, and that's the end of the episode.
He's not deleted. You just need to wait like 2 seasons in a movie.
2 seasons. I'm just saying, if they replaced Mega Man with Napalm Man, the series would be like a million times better.
Yeah, Megaman NT Warrior.
I'm so
hell yeah. We fucking kill for them.
So,
in theory,
episode 42, which is called Nightman's a Traitor. which is not which is not the episode
To the
title.
moon. The fucking episode title is To the Moon, which has its own stupid fucking connotations in the modern day. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, this episode is all about getting your Bitcoin and investing in stonks and gotta get my tendies.
Yeah. This episode shows off Planet Man. I totally remember that NetNavi.
Okay, now question. Planet Man, okay, I'm trying to think back, not just through NT Warrior and Battle Network, but every Mega Man franchise. I know there's an Astro Man, which is what I thought his name was. And I know there's like Gravity Man, I think, who is like
Planet
tangentially
Man
related.
shows up in Battle Network 2 in World 3, Area 3 as temporary leader of World 3.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's post game.
Yeah, because he and Napalm Man are both optional content in Battle Network 2.
Right, I remember Napalm Man, but I don't remember Planet Man.
Clearly, someone didn't get their 250 standard battle chips.
Yeah, that's correct. I didn't.
You have to defeat Napalm Man and Pharaoh Man both to find him.
That would be why. I think I fought Napalm Man and Pharaoh Man and was like, yeah, you know, this is a good game. I'm gonna play something else now.
His V3 form is the enemy with the most HP in game, sporting 2200, surpassing base and gospel. So,
well, he's
enjoy
a big
that
boy.
knowledge.
Big boy has big HP.
But
Okay.
hey, most importantly, this episode introduces the concept of extra codes, which are actually fucking neat. I really hope they do something with that.
They won't. You know they won't. Okay, let's rewind. All right, so episode starts off. Lan starts off with like two things going on at the same time, and it keeps cutting between the two. So the first thing is Commander Beef is in a spaceship, right? And he is going to the moon because their moon base or whatever has stopped communicating with the Earth base.
Meanwhile, on Earth, how many things can you do with corn?
No, hang on. The exact line. Let me read it for you. Now, who knows 9 things you can do with corn?
Country girls can make do with corn. I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. But so the dub. The dub does this funny thing, right? Where it sucks when they're talking about Mega Man content, but when they're left to fill in gaps with whatever bullshit they want to write, they come up with the funniest fucking things. Like, remember back way early on in the podcast when I think it was like the first or second episode where we covered the opening shot was on the garden, and the lady was like, okay, kids, make sure you water the plants. And then the kid's like, I'm watering this rock. And the teacher says, that's nice, dear.
Yeah,
I love it when they do that.
They do something similar like that in like 2 episodes from now, actually. And I'll bring that up later.
Oh, good. Yay. Okay. So Miss Mari gets mad at Lan because Lan is sleeping in class, and we get this really cool shot of Miss Mari being angry, right? Like it's like from a I'm not a filmmaker, so I don't know the perspective, but it's like when the audience is real small and the target, or Miss Mari in this case, is real big. And you can see how like angry she is at Lan and also at the audience. And Miss Mari, please get mad at me, not Lan. Please. Please.
So you're into big women, aren't you?
I'm into Miss Mari.
All right, let me not check your private account later.
Yeah, don't. Do you know how hard it is to find? Okay, wait.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
You
I wouldn't know.
You wanna continue? You going from experience, bud?
No, I wouldn't know, but I've heard that it's really hard to find images of Miss Mari.
Allegedly
in Minecraft. I have not.
Rule 34, Miss Mari. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay,
actually
moving
did not
on.
get me anything.
Yeah,
Beat
see?
and Miss Mad though.
All
Oh,
right,
damn.
moving on. So, Commander Beef is in his spaceship going to the moon base. And it within the context of like this world setting, right? This makes sense, right? They went to the moon, they installed a moon base. They installed a net Navi to run it, and then they decided to leave because there's literally fucking nothing to do on the moon except like collect samples or whatever. And that's something that a net Navi ostensibly could do on their own. So the moon base has been abandoned all this time, right? So the real reason Commander Beef went up there is because he thought that Grave may have infiltrated the moon base and was operating from it, or maybe had an entity in there or something like that. And it turns out that that is not the case. But we have to cut back to Lan and the gang because they're looking for something called an extra code. Now, what is an extra code? Yukki, Shorah?
It's a code you put into the Navi Customizer in Battle Network 3 to give you different...
Most of them don't help you.
Different, like, abilities. A lot of them are a little weird.
Most of them are bad.
Yeah. Hey, you want 1,000 HP?
Like, hey, you get a shitload of HP, but you're going to lose, like, 3 every second.
Right.
Or, oh, hey, you gain, like, 900 HP. Every time you move, you summon a poison panel.
So this was the progenitor to custom program like bugs, right? So in Megaman Battle Network 4, is that when the custom program came in?
No, 3.
Or was it 5?
Extra codes and the Navicus were both in 3.
Navicus, okay, they were
just a weird slog to get to them.
Okay.
Like, to get to the point where you can actually use extra codes in 3, it takes a fucking while, and it's kind of a pain in the ass.
You wouldn't...
3...
You wouldn't get them until, like... Let's see. You get the mod tools in order to actually use the codes until you start the tournament in BN3. And you wouldn't be able to get, realistically, without using the internet and only the games, you wouldn't be able to get your first code until after you beat the tournament. Which is like maybe an hour, hour and a half.
Right. It's starting to come back to me because the last time I played 3 was a long time ago. I actually haven't even loaded it up on my Legacy collection because I distinctly just really wanted to play 1. And then after I 100%ed 1, kind of burned out because...
reasonable.
Yeah, 100%ing Battle Network 1 is not something you should ever do. And I regret doing it immensely. But then I just jumped straight to 5 because I wanted, Napalm Man. Anyways, yeah, they're looking for an extra code, so they decide to go to Net City and start sifting through junk data, right? Which is just a waterfall of data that maybe it's just me, but I felt gross watching Roll's like antenna thing. So what she does is she sticks her antenna into the data stream to start collecting data, but when her antenna gets full. When her antenna gets full, she pulls it out of the data stream and then like vomits the data into a pile behind her. It's gross.
It's weird. Because like later seasons, they don't do that. They just make it like, oh, she's using her antenna thing, and then it just like dissolves away, and that's it. They don't do a thing of like, oh, she has to like export it somewhere else.
Right, exactly.
Someone on that fucking animation team, someone on the fucking team for this anime had a kink and made it very clear.
Yeah. But everybody else doesn't have roll antennas, right? So how are they sifting through the data? Well, they use, I don't even remember what the chip was called. I was so stunned. But they use a chip that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And it creates this fucking like straw sift, like what gold panners would use back in the day to sift through the mud to look for gold. So they get a digital version of that and just stick it in the data stream and are immediately hit with a massive chunk of data. And I'm just like, wow, y'all could go panning for gold in them there hills. Fucking losers. So they pull the file out, and it turns out to be video feed data from the moon base. And they see, and this is where the two disjointed stories come together. they see footage of Commander Beef on the moon base getting assaulted by a robot and thrown out of the moon base. Now, this is a problem because not only did Commander Beef lose his PET, but he's on the moon and his suit is running out of oxygen, and without his PET, he can't get more oxygen because he doesn't have access to a ship and he doesn't have access to the moon base. So that's a problem. When the robot shoves Commander Beef out, that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, this is the Among Us episode.
God damn it, I didn't make any Among Us jokes in my notes. Fuck!
So you gotta...
I have to hit the button.
Hit it! Yeah!
Shaming all of you. Sick of the fucking Daleks on you.
That'd be cool. Daleks are... I've never watched Doctor Who. Are they, like, cute?
No.
Oh, okay. So...
They are a Nazi allegory.
Oh, I've seen those things. They're a Nazi allegory?
Hey, so they are literally a race of people who mutated themselves for the sole purpose of killing everyone else.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, Doctor Who came from, like, the 50s? 60s originally?
Yeah.
The
creator of the fucking Daleks themselves outright stated, yeah, no, I base these on the fucking Nazis. There's a reason they're pure fucking evil.
Okay, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, well, Dalek's bad. Anyways, okay, so immediately upon seeing Commander Beef get fucking owned, the rest of I forget their code names. It's like Black Rose and
Mysterium.
Mysterium. There we go.
I only remember it because it's fucking bad.
It's real bad. It's Miyu and Sal. So Miyu and Sal send in Woodman and Skullman. So how this works is they're at the Earth base, right? They're at NASA, and they jack into NASA's computers. And when the NetNavis load in, there are teleporters, like NetNavi data transfer teleporters, that will take them to the moon base. Immediately upon stepping into the teleporter and warping to the moon base, they are immediately owned by red balls. Like literally, Woodman throws up Wood Tower, Skullman throws his stupid little skulls out, and it doesn't matter. The red balls break through them and break them and knock them out.
They
send them back in.
Die.
They are jobbing so hard. Yeah, they're dead.
Well, let's see what they get for trying to go to the one place untouched by capitalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Base!
So they're sitting there...
Until Star Force.
Until Star Force. I haven't seen Star Force. Don't spoil it.
And we'll get there.
Okay, so... Fuck. So they're sitting there, like, waffling around, trying to figure out what do we do, right? When all of a sudden... Well... No, wait. I gotta back up. Lan and the gang start making their way to this space base because they receive to NASA because they receive a message from Mr. Famous saying, "Go there. I'll get you in. Don't worry about it."
They ruined my business.
I'd like to point out at one point, Yai, when they found when they decided that they needed to get to the space station, Yai outright was like, "Even with my daddy's shuttle, it'll take us too long to get there."
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I completely glossed over that. So they say, and Lan and the gang can hear this through the video feed or whatever, they say that Commander Beef has 2 hours of air left, right?
Yeah.
And then they show this like image or whatever where Yai's like little spaceship starts spiraling up off of Earth and making its way to the moon, and it would still take, much longer than 2 hours. So they can't just go to the moon. So I'm glad that the show showed some restraint and didn't say, oh yeah, let's just send Lan and the gang up to the fucking moon. Because that's where I thought the plot was going. But then they receive a transmission from Mr. Famous, who says, go to the moon base, go to NASA. I'll get you in, don't worry about it.
We skipped over a very good line from Mr. Famous in that introduction when they ask him, "Hey, who are you?" He goes, really? I'm the famous Mr. Famous, and I'm gonna kill this dub.
Yeah,
in the Japanese version, they just do, his usual bit. They ask him, oh, who is he? He's like, oh, it's nobody important. My name is Meijin. They tell, oh, Meijin-san. No need for formalities. They do the bit. They introduce it, stuck the landing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the dub does not treat Mr. Famous good here. But, what are you going to do, right? This show's 15 years old.
Yeah, we gotta wait to access for at least a dub to give him a little bit more respect there.
Yeah. So they go to NASA and everything's open, right? So Lan and the gang are literally able to walk through multiple levels of security to get to the command and control center, right? And when they open the door, the guards have their back turned because they're watching what's going on. And they hear Lan, and they're like, "How the fuck did you get in here? This is a top security.
Who let this child in here?
How did you get here?" Miyu and Sal vouch for him, saying, "Oh no, Lan's with us. He's an honorary, whatever, and we'll take full responsibility." And then they decide to let Lan handle it because Lan, it's like, yeah, man, just jump the chain of command because this is a government institution, right?
Yeah, they straight up just go, oh hey, yeah, these are the top net battlers in Dentech City. It's like,
just let a kid take care of it.
No, Tori, not even. Male, debatable.
Yeah. Wait, did you say Tori not even?
Yeah. We're not gonna sit here and pretend like that motherfucker is important for anything. Tori fucking sucks, dude.
I'll be honest, I forgot his name until you just now said it.
You see? There's my point. Tori sucks.
Iceman's operator. That's what in my notes I'm listing him like, yeah, Iceman's operator is here. Okay, so they decide to let Lan do it, right? Because he's good at video games, I guess. And so they send in Megaman and Gutsman. Now, they're about to step into the teleporters, right? And we get an image of Gutsman's chest opening up and Rush popping out alien style.
Right here.
Yeah, put it up. And I need you to understand, I saw that and I thought, oh, okay. So we're just gonna gloss over this fact that Rush just lives inside fucking Gutsman now or whatever.
I literally just saved it. Where the fuck is this thing?
God, I gotta get an ad block installed on Twitch. I don't know why these things keep popping up.
Give me your 25 cents.
No.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. See, look how horrifying that is. Actually, it's not his chest. It's his
dick.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh
my God. That's penis.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he came out of his dick before. That's like when he first showed up. Popped out of his dick and Gutsman punched himself in the dick. That was a joke.
I don't remember.
I must. It when there's just a hole in them like that.
Do you think Rush? Do you think hole? Hole. Do you think Rush pilots Gutsman like a fucking Evangelion mech? Get in the robot Rush. All right.
That episode now.
So, they arrive. Well, okay. Let me back up. They're about to go through the teleporters, but they warn Lan and Dex that the last time they sent NetNavis just through the teleporters, they got immediately deleted, right? So what they do is they use body double chip. Is that what they called it?
Yep, they use body double, which the dub changed from anti-damage.
Yeah, it's anti-damage. Basically, they send in a clone of themselves.
Whatever.
And the clones get deleted because it's anti-damage. Who gives a shit? But then the real ones step in and they're like, whoa, that was weird, right? So we get this image of Megaman and Gutsman fighting Space Metar, which is cool, but they're really just recolored Metar. like there's nothing space about them. They're just gray.
Well, they're designed to look like little astronaut helmets. That's
that part is cool. But other than that, like it's whatever. And then we are introduced to Planet Man, and he introduces himself. Now, he says, "I am from another galaxy. I have come here to take over this base and this planet or whatever." And I'm like, "This is a B plot. This is a B plot. You've got."
They gotta eventually set up for a duo in stream.
Intergalaxy communication with a foreign space net Navi tech thing, and this is a B plot. Last episode, we were dealing with like an intruder in a thing, and in a couple episodes, we have a fucking wacky races like thing. This is a big deal, and this is just
intruder. Sus
among us.
Among us.
Do your tasks. So yeah, this is stupid. So Lan and Megaman start fighting, but there's a problem. When you're communicating from Earth to the moon, there's a delay in your actions. So Lan will put in like, mini bomb or whatever, and it won't immediately appear. It will take several minutes or several seconds. The time is kind of wacky in this episode, but it takes long enough that it just doesn't happen right away. And so Mega Man's getting his shit kicked in, and every time something happens, it's too delayed for him to capitalize on it. So they try the program advance, but because there's too far of a distance between them, they can't sync their souls or whatever, and they can't do the program advance.
Keep that in mind for future seasons where it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Right. I was about to say, it's got it. There's... Okay. So Mega Man's on the ropes. You can see him get like real beat up. There's not really a whole lot that they can do. And then Lan's, the extra code, because he was given the extra code by Mr. Famous when they got to the moon base, or to NASA, sorry. So they punch in the extra code, and boy, it's so cool. We get a new custom style. It's Aqua custom style. It looks like shit. I hate it.
I don't think it looks that bad, honestly.
It looks alright.
It's not heat gut style. Anyways, so they get Aqua custom style, and with that, Mega Man gets access to new program advances, and he's able to use what do they call it? Spreader?
Yeah, it's spreader. He slots in one spreader, and that counts as 3. So he was immediately able to do a hyper burst in one shot. Slots it in again, and then it counts as 5. And then he does hyper burst again, because that's an anime only program advance, so they don't have a name for it. And instead of them making like, oh hey, this is a times 5 program in advance, something that's like only really in BN1 and 2, and those are like Omega like type program advances. What special design do they have for this? They just made it longer.
Yeah, I just made it longer. Now, I will say that this second hyper burst, or whatever they called it, is competing against Planet Man's black hole attack. Now, if you know even like the most cursory information about black holes, you know that they typically inhale everything inside of them, right? It's negative. Like I'm not a physicist. I don't know how black holes actually function, but it stretches things to the thinnest possible point, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because of how dense it is. But that don't matter. That shit don't matter, because hyper burst just pierces right through it and kills Planet Man. Now Planet Man, because he's not like an actual net Navi, we don't get like the Planet Man deleted or whatever. Planet Man like turns to stone and then crumbles. So he's dead. Thank God. But because Mega Man used the extra code, there's bugs, and it's actually causing Mega Man to self-delete.
Yeah, it's way too draining on him. So
yeah, it's way too draining.
And another Navi to forcibly stop him from style changing just to like turn back to normal.
Which I gotta ask, how the fuck did Sharkman do that?
Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Okay. So anyways, they delete Planet Man. They're able to restore access to they're able to open the door, allowing Commander Beef, who is like literally dying, to stumble inside, hit the button, restore the air, and he's able to breathe again. Sharkman stops Megaman from self-deleting, and that's the end of the episode. We get this line where, like, I don't want to ever hear about extra codes ever again. The only thing extra I want to hear is how many extra hot dogs we're having for dinner.
It's all right.
It's
better than the follow-up line from Mr. Famous back on Earth, on top of a roof, looking at the moon, going, "The extra codes can't be put into the hands of evil people. We don't need them to be famous." And it's like, God, you made him lame.
Yeah,
you
Mr.
made
Famous
my boy lame.
He's so fucking lame. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know how Mr. Famous is in the games, where he's actually really, I don't want to say really, but he's pretty cool.
He's
like,
the
I
dude
like him.
that teaches people net battling and all that.
Yeah, like,
and in the dub or in the sub, same thing. They translated that pretty well. In the dub, he's a fucking loser.
He's such a loser.
He's weirdly posh, and I don't like it.
He's the character you based your little anime avatar off.
They made him
Yukki.
a loser.
He made you a loser. Hey, all right. So that's the end of that episode. Episode 40. Now, this is where I shut up. I know I've been talking a lot because, unfortunately, I did not watch episode 43 or 44. I did not have the time this week. So I'm going to pass it over.
I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
You didn't miss much here.
Yeah,
I know. I know.
Not really much.
So, the next episode, Dr. Wily's Legacy. Oh man, this has so much content, like brothers.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just showing the rivalry between Count Zap and Mr. Gauss, who, if you're playing BN2, the only way you were able to find out, oh, these two are brothers, is by the anime, because they fucked up the translation for them being brothers in one of the quiz answers that would reveal that.
Yep. So this episode starts off with Rush at the curry shop, waiting impatiently on a fucking order, which, man, World 3 really just does not fucking blink at the idea of Cyberdog being there in their fucking shop. So, that's interesting. And lo and behold, suddenly every member of World 3's PETs go fucking like red screen of death, crash on them, and as they get together and they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, Rush is still impatiently waiting on a fucking order of curry. Who else would appear but Dr. Wily in a post-mortem message to the fucking group of chuckle fucks that he, I guess, put on their PETs at some point? Sure. Turns out that he's dead. He's gone.
He's just dead.
Corpsed, in fact. And his brain has been scanned onto a data chip stored safely somewhere on a faraway island. And this is their chance to restore World 3.
And remember, kids, he's on the VHS. If you pay attention to the screen, there's an extra code. Put that into your copy of Megaman Battle Network 3, blue and or white. Buy them today.
Blue and or white. Okay, question. What does this extra code do? Does it give you really cool powers?
I'm going to check because it's probably going to be shit.
Okay.
Fuck if I even know. I never even used extra codes as a kid, and I've never used them now. So
I know the last episode of this season they give one more extra code, and I think I forget if they already showed it, but I know in one of the curry menus, I think it should be the Chisao episode. They just straight up put, "Hey, here's the code for Elemental / Rebar Sword. It's on this random menu that you can't see in your crusty CRT from the early 2000s."
See, and that's the thing, right? So around this time, I know we're going to make a tangent here, and I'm sorry, but I got to talk about it.
Oh, it's fine.
A lot of media were doing this where they had cross-promotional things between their anime, their game, their board game, whatever. Not board game, sorry, trading card game. Where you would see a code in a TV, and then you would pop that code into your game, or you'd go to a website and you'd punch it in, and it would give you like a number or whatever that you could redeem, or you could order like trading cards or whatever.
You know, like could be us having Pizza Hut in the fucking show.
Yeah. What I was thinking of more was .hack. So .hack came with when you buy the IMOQ quadrology, which was
each
infection
game
mutation.
came with an anime DVD with an OVA that explained some of the IRL plot behind what's going on in the games.
This card sucks.
And in that anime, there would be these bonus like codes that you could punch in as area words. And if you did that, it would take you to a secret, like not pre-generated level, right? Or sorry, not random gen level, proc gen.
Where you could get specific like equipment or other things.
Yeah. Now, here's the problem. That equipment was not good. It literally, like, it was garbage. It was actual garbage. It was stuff that you would use to fill your fucking encyclopedia. So, woohoo. So that's why I'm wondering, like, if this extra code is any good or not. Because...
Speaking of garbage, this code in Dr. Wily's TV is HP plus 250.
Dude. Why would you do this? You put all this effort into your cross promotional fucking shit and you decide to make it garbage.
Well, you see, the easy answer is all the real like heavy hitters went into the wafers in Japan that you had to buy in order to get lotto codes for Master Style.
That's true.
Wafers, fucking other material, like other promotional stuff, probably some of trading cards and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hiding.
You only ever put the codes that matter.
Transmission.
Yeah. You only put the codes that matter into the things that you really want them to buy.
Yeah, like, hey kid, use Guts Punch in this one area of network transmission, input a secret code, and in the background, you get a random extra code that 9 times out of 10 is gonna be shit. I'm pretty sure it's like HP plus like 100.
But hey, we live in a modern society where people just ripped the codes out of the game and list them online.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. Well, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, we got to go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, Rush hears all of this and teleports over to Lan. Lan can't fucking understand him. Mega Man can't understand him. This joke basically goes fucking nowhere. And the World 3 Chucklefucks head to the airport and steal Mr. Gauss's fucking plane, thanks to Maddie. They do this, and the one scene that took me the most fucking by surprise that I've ever been, they go to the air traffic controller tower, right? They knock on the door. Curry delivery. Now, what do you expect happens next? Well, just tell me that.
One of the dudes stands up and goes, someone asked for takeout?
Yeah, yeah.
Normally, you know, the joke that you're expecting them to set up for here is they're gonna fucking like knock the fuck out of these people, right? They're gonna like just, kick their shit when they open the door or knock them out or something. No, on the other side of the door, they have a giant fucking pot of curry, and I mean giant, like the size of a building on the back of a truck, that they then just pour into the door and flood the air traffic controller tower with curry.
I think that Megaman NT Warrior is not a good show.
So they steal Mr. Gauss's helicopter, and then the kids come and fucking they're on the Ayano jet or whatever. It gets shot down. Like, Mr. Gauss's helicopter just automatically goes fucking killer mode and shoots the Ayano tech plane.
It has auto-defense systems and just immediately detects Yai's plane and just goes, yeah, kill it.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
They're fucking dead. They land at this big crater. They have to do a fucking thing to disable a waterfall, and there's a battle chip. A black battle chip just right there. Oh, they can take it. Oh, Mr. Gauss is here on a bigger jet. And, convinces Count Zap to take the chip and get on the plane, and then they get into a fight, and we get fucking Elecman versus Magnet Man for a bit, which is kind of neat.
The second Gauss lands, he blows up the plane and just goes, I don't know why you guys are complaining, that's mine. What
he
are you
blows
doing?
up his own fucking helicopter because Matt stole it. He's like,
oh no, our
you,
plane! You mean my plane?
The children are okay. Fortunately, I guess the Ionotech plane also had like subterranean fucking drill vehicles in it. Because they just drill up out of the fucking ground. And then the rest of this episode becomes a blur for me. Because Blackman and Magnet Man fight. Lan sneaks onto the plane to try and get the chip. Kinda gets the chip, but almost dies a couple of times. And then the chip falls into the fucking ocean. So
nothing was accomplished.
Nothing of note was accomplished that day beyond presumably Count Zap not being part of the World 3 Chuckfucks anymore. Because he's not with them at the very end.
Oh yeah, no, everybody just straight up thinks, like, after the blimp explodes, everybody's just assumed, oh yeah, Gauss and Count Zap are just dead.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, oh man, I'm really gonna miss him.
I kind of hope they are.
Yeah, me too, actually. I hope they are dead and stay dead.
Unfortunately, they pan to the right. They're both just arguing on an iceberg.
Fuck.
Of course they are.
Hope they die of
Anyway, so yeah, that's Wiley's legacy, which is pretty accurate for that episode title.
It's alright.
This is what Wiley left behind. 4 fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we get the Netmobile Grand Prix. Yuki, you can talk about this one because I did not pay attention to this beyond
same thing with the last episode. There's not a lot to talk about because it is just, oh hey, car racing.
You like Speed Racer? You like wacky races? That's this episode. All right, goodbye, everybody.
Well, now, okay, hold up. When you pitch it to me, right, like, hey, you like Mega Man Battle Network? What if we took that and took the like unique things that each NetNavi has and put them into like a wacky racist type of scenario? So like Mega Man would have like his Mega Buster and Rush and whatever, and Gutsman would just walk around on his hands or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, like, you think that, right?
Yeah.
No, they have actual just cars.
Yeah,
like
it's just a racing.
Mega Man has like a fucking speed cart. Proto Man has a motorcycle. World 3 has a fucking bullet train. Gutsman has a tank. We got the Roll car.
Roll has
DSLs.
Roll has the Brog car, which deep cut for anybody that doesn't know this. I am not gonna explain it. It's funnier this way.
None of us are gonna explain it. For some reason, Roll car has fucking DSLs. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. So in an episode like this, who do you think the main antagonists of the episode, of all of our reoccurring villains, would be?
Sorry, you cut out. Could you repeat the question?
In an episode like this, of all of our reoccurring villains who have been showing up,
right?
Who do you think would be the antagonists of this episode?
I mean, my first thought would be like the W3 crew, right? Like, you know,
think, right? And
right, yeah, Count Zap.
They sort of are. They do
Mr.
try
Match,
to cause trouble for Mega Man while they're racing, but no. The main antagonists of this episode are the Cutman brothers.
Who? Fucking who?
Yeah, you know, the Cutman brothers. From the Noodle episode.
Oh, the Cutman brothers. Oh, I thought you said Conman brothers. I'm like, who?
No, I'm sorry. The Cuntman brothers.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
Except none of them can serve it.
Now, these guys, we haven't seen these guys since the Cutman episode, right?
Yeah.
So, why?
Because.
Anyway. They're really mad at Mega Man.
So am I. You don't see me driving cars about it. Like, what?
Oh, the prize of this race is a kiss from Aki, by the way, and I wanted to kill myself when I saw her fucking badly lip synced.
Great.
What else is there to say? Oh, right. Mr. Higsby does technically take part in the race.
Wait,
I guess. Numberman has a car. I think he called it the Obsession car or something. I don't fucking know. Oh, the Net Agents.
Yeah,
the
they
Net
also
Agents also take part. They don't do anything.
They ride a giant submarine with wheels.
They basically, no one in this fucking race does anything except for Mega Man and Proto Man.
Because they're the only ones taking it seriously. And the shit that gets me is like, Gutsman is on his tank. He turns around, uses Guts Hammer on Number Man's car, causes him to spin out, and he loses, and that is the only time they ever go, oh shit, right, we can use our attacks in battleships because that's completely legal. They don't do that for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my bad. Color Man uses his ball. That's it.
Right.
Because I was gonna say, all right,
the net agents do one
like
thing,
electrocutes people in the train, and then I remembered, oh no, he used that to turn his steam train into an electric subway.
Yeah. The net agents do actually fucking do one thing. They intentionally hit the World 3 train so that they won't win.
Which I'm perfectly fine with that level of pettiness. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the entire episode just revolves around the fucking Cutman brothers doing a Wile E. Coyote. That's it. It's so bad.
Okay, so look. Currently, like, this is something that has happened for a while in Japanese animation. But they have a really big like reverence for Looney Tunes. Tom and Jerry right now is one of the most popular like franchises, I guess, in Japan. Like, you can't go to a UFO catcher like arcade shop or like a nerd shop or whatever and not see Tom and Jerry. Like Jerry with like the big piece of cheese, like where his body's formed around the cheese plush, right? You see those everywhere. So they have like this really big reverence for like Western style slapstick cartoons like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and that sort of thing. I do not know why you need to put that into your Mega Man anime.
It's all right. I think the only part about the Cutman brothers doing that Looney Tunes shit that I found funny was...
It's not funny.
Somewhat was them trying to put a bomb. Then they he accidentally puts the bomb on himself, and then at the end of the episode, they're like, okay, we're going to wait for that bomb to blow up. It only has 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27. Hey, what do you know about the bomb? How do you know about like the exact timing? It's because I'm reading it off of his back. That got me.
Okay, that to me actually would be pretty good. I don't know. That would probably get me.
That's the only thing the Cutman brothers got me.
Yeah.
Okay. But their only other fucking gag of the episode involved them putting a fucking anti-aircraft gun on the track that does nothing.
Okay.
Oh, and one of them getting hit by a car, which is the inciting incident for the paper bomb getting stuck to his back. So
I wish I was getting hit by a car.
Give me a sec.
I mean, the Brog cars are okay.
Yeah,
blow your back out if you want.
Blow my back out. What? I'm not gonna take back shots. What are you talking about?
Brog back shots. Brog shots.
Brog shots.
Brog shots. That's the name. When you upload this, that's the name.
It's the name.
Taking Brog shots.
Nice.
Oh man. So that's the episode.
Yep.
That's the episode for fucking. The next episodes are fucking plot relevant, at least.
We did it, guys. Yeah. We got out of filler.
We are...
Next episode, we got actual plot, and then we're back to filler.
But at least after that next round of filler, we're done. We're done. We're done with NT Warrior.
Done with NT Warrior.
We will get to access.
Fucking access.
Where at least the filler there is fun because it's just Super Sentai.
And we love Super Sentai.
It's just Tokusatsu front to back with Mega Man, and I am 100% for that shit.
I'm gonna be real. I'm legitimately excited for Access because I love Double Soul as a goddamn concept, and I need something better than these fucking form changes that do nothing.
I love you too, buddy.
Oh, he said his name.
Not kill you.
I know what you are.
So, we have some exciting news. Shorah, Yukki, and I were talking about it. We're going to try to advance, get
Program.
it, because program advance. We're gonna try to advance and accelerate how many episodes we do because we poopy. We were doing 2 weeks because trying to get 5 people wrangled together is tough. But we're now 3 people, and one of those people, me, doesn't have a job. So we can begin to try and do this a little bit more often. We're still working out like the schedule, but we're going to try and get it through. And we've already picked, once we get done with the Megaman anime, we've already picked what our next property is going to be that we're going to do, because Program Advanced Podcast is not going to die just because we get done with Megaman. We're gonna spread our wings. We're gonna travel to distant shores, and we're gonna bring Yukki kicking and screaming over to Root Town Makanu and the Dot Hack franchise.
This is a cry for help. Help!
No, it's not. No,
I'm gonna drown you in the river of Makanu.
Yeah. Me too. I'm gonna be right there with you. So. But yeah, we gotta get through Mega Man.
Chat. Probably
We're going to fucking drag Yukki into Dot Hack and bury them in the fucking hidden forbidden holy crap.
Aw.
right underneath the statue of Aura. Okay. So we are gonna cover. So my understanding is Mega Man Anime has Mega Man NT Warrior Access.
Stream.
The halfway movie, Beast Plus.
The movie Beast Plus, and then there's a Star Force anime.
Yeah, thankfully
there is, but it's very short.
Yeah,
and it kind of has nothing to do with the game.
Beast Plus and Star Force Tribe. Those episodes are just, if I remember correctly, they're like 11 minutes. So at least when we get to those seasons, easy shit.
We can just knock them all out. Yeah. Okay. I don't see why we wouldn't do it. I think that it's important that we cover the entire, NT Warrior and the Battle Network stuff. And even though I know Star Force is technically different from Battle Network,
it counts.
To me, they're basically connected. So
they were supposed to be related to one another. They were literally supposed to be the future of Battle Network. So.
Right. And I would love if they decide to do new Mega Man stuff instead of releasing the old stuff.
Please, for the love of God, if you're going to come out with a new Mega Man game like Battle Network or fucking Star Force, don't do the double version thing again. You will kill your sales.
I don't think they can. Like, genuinely speaking, I think they recognize that Mega Man
is Pokemon right now.
Yeah, like Pokemon is the only franchise now that, because if you'll remember, there were a lot of like game companies trying to do this. I recall Metabots tried to do it with their GBA game. Metapod
still does it, unfortunately.
That's stupid. That's so dumb.
I think they stopped doing that by the time they got to the 3DS. Because Metapod 7, I think, is just one version.
Yeah. Frozen's Fallen. I follow you on Twitter, so I got your names mixed up. But yeah, they're right, because Atlas did it with a Shin Megami Tensei spinoff. They had a blue and a white version, I believe.
Yeah,
like a lot of game companies tried that because it was working for Pokemon.
Shout out to them, they thought dark and light version.
Yeah, and they thought, oh my god, we can do that too. It'll make us so much money. And then it turned out, no, the only reason Pokemon gets away with it is because Pokemon is literally the most popular franchise in the world. That's why they can get away with it. So if they do decide to do a new Mega Man thing, I don't think they can do the dual thing. I think they're going to just do one game and maybe give it online multiplayer.
If I have to do another thing with BN2 and 3 where I need another person just to 100% the game, I'm going to Capcom and doing redacted, satire parody, redacted.
I mean, I would be your buddy. I would help you get. I would do that for you.
Yeah, but it's a hassle anytime I want to do it.
It is. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got a lot on the schedule. We're gonna work out and figure out how often we're gonna do the podcast. I think we can definitely get away with doing it at least once a week, but that's a conversation Shorah, Yukki, and I need to have off stream, so we'll come back with that. But
generally once a week will be safest.
Yeah. Obviously, everybody here who is listening to us already knows about Millennium Mike, but still go watch them. They shout us out every week, and we should shout them out.
We finally finished the dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Now we finally get to do the final season where it gets good. Again.
more like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh god, I can't wait for that. Season 4, so fucking peak.
I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's so good. I love Season 4 so much.
So I tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh one time, Master Duel, right? And I was going through the tutorials.
Son of a bitch.
And when they got to like link cards or whatever, my brain like legitimately, here's what happened. I was reading the description for like how links work or whatever. And as I was reading, my brain instantly said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I turned it off and started playing.
Because like I can somewhat wrap my head
Link
around
Monsters
like
fucking easy, dude. They
NXTs.
literally basically just have, hey, if it doesn't specify what you need on the field, you just need that number of monsters on the field, and fucking like
Shorah.
The link number.
Shorah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start explaining the concept of cascading in Magic the Gathering to you if you don't stop.
Bitch, I play Magic.
Oh,
I don't. Shut the fuck up.
Hey Yuki, so here's how cascading works. If you pay the cascade cost,
I'm gonna cascade you.
Ooh.
Wait a sec.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What did I agree to? Wait a sec.
All right. Podcast over. Thank you so much for listening. You can't. All right. Podcast over. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Here we go!